Hello everyone, today we're learning about team scripts in Roblox. This is for competitive games or games where you have friends joining each other to play. Let's dive in and see you at the end. Thanks for watching. Alright, the first thing you want to do, you want to add your team spawn locations. So right now, whatever main thing with your spawn locations, just plus button, add spawn location. I have the spawn locations preset. So right now I have one team called agents, and only thing with your spawn locations, you want to make sure that you're allowed team change on touches unchecked and your neutrals unchecked. Secondly, you want to make sure your team color matches, it's really red, matches your team colors in your team folder, really red. And also the team name in spawn location and team name in teams must match. So both says agent, banker, team color, eggplant, and then you go down to teams. My banker team color is eggplant. And then once you do that, we'll test it out and I'll show you guys how it works. See, right now I spawn in as citizen. Right here, citizen is the default spawn. So whenever players spawn in the game, they'll spawn in as citizen. That's just what I named it. You can name it whatever you want. For my game, I needed to name it citizen. Then we'll hit the teams GUI. And then right there, I'll pick a team. We'll pick banker. It'll spawn in the banker spawn location, and also it'll change clothes. We'll get into the scripts. I'll show you guys how to add certain clothes to each team and also how to add tools to each team in the workspace. Now we get into the button. As you can see, if I click a button, it'll make a hover sound and a click sound. So we'll get into that next, and then I'll show you guys how to script the teams. Now to get into the button sounds and button click, button hover sounds. First thing you want to do, you want to add a folder into replicated storage. Name that folder whatever you want, but it has to match into your script. I named mine sounds, and I added two sounds, a button click and a button hover. Name it just like that or whatever you want to name it, but the names just have to match in the script. Now we want to go down to storage GUI, add a local script, call it whatever you want. I call this sound handler. This is the short description of the script of the sound handler. Also, we'll place the scripts in the description for those who don't want to type. As you can see, we're getting replicated storage. The sounds folder in replicated storage. The script is the parent of storage. Storage GUI is the parent of the script. And we're doing an index of the elements of text button and image button. So anything that has an image button or a text button, we'll get the mouse click sound and the mouse hover sound. Now the UI, you guys create the UI how you want. We'll get to UI later, but this is also the team UI right here. And then now once you set it up, remember you got to have your workspace, spawn locations for each team. However teams you want, the name, team color has to match the name and team color in your teams folder. Also, before we get into the team scripts, you want to add a tool. So each player, go into your team folder and add the tool, whatever tool you want for that team. Citizen is the default player. In my game, he gets no tool or she gets no tool. The mayor he's the main guy. He'll get all the tools. Security guard gets certain tools like a bat, a bomb, cuffs, and a phone. So whatever tool you want your player to have when they spawn in on that team, put it down here in the teams folder. Now, the magic that make everything happen is we'll go into server script service. We first thing we'll do, we add a folder, name it team clothes. And this is the clothing that each member of your team will spawn in. If you want them to spawn in with certain clothes. So as you can see, citizen right here is just a local function, just character added with a task weight. He's just basically changing his team color. He's spawning in with whatever default clothes your avatar has. And then as you can see, we'll go down into, let's say we'll do agents, name the script whatever you want. All the scripts will be the same. Only thing will be different will be your pants ID, your shirt ID. If you want, you can add a head accessory, face accessory, back accessory. You can change the face ID. You can change head color. You can change their height. I mean, this script allows you to modify the avatar, add accessories to each team. You just got to make sure you add the right accessory ID, face ID, and you got to make sure you specify your team color right here. Make sure that team color matches your team team color. Then you want to go down. There's task weight. Right here, we're using the function of the apply humanoid description, local humanoid character, find first child of class, which is the humanoid. If humanoid, then we're going to apply all these descriptions. If you don't want a description, you can delete it out or comment out with 2 slashes like that. If you want to add it, you want to add it to your game, add some flavor to your game, just keep it in there. Teams folder, each script, you can use the same script, just change your asset IDs to whatever team, shirt, pants, face accessory, hat accessory, back accessory, whatever you want. Just make sure those are unique to each team. And all the scripts, all the models, everything will be in the description for you guys who just want to grab and go. That's fine with me. Just remember, subscribing is free. Hit that subscribe button for me so I keep making videos to help you guys. And now we got the team clothes. This basically give your team clothes. Now we're going to team only gear. This will put the gear that you have down in team folders into the player's backpack. And here we got local functions, just team color. We're going to index in pairs the teams. Team color, we're going to return team colors. And then here, just give the tool that's in the teams in the player's backpack. You guys can see it right here. It's all functions, basically all functions on character added, character change, character spawn, and team colors. And we'll end it with game.players.player added, :connect on added. Okay. And once we got the team only gear, we'll go down, we add another server script in server script service called Team Changer. This one allows you to select how many players you want on each team. There's a table, but basically we're going to go local teams equal game, :get service teams. We're going to replicate storage. We're going to add in a remote event with an instance, local team change event equal instance.new remote event. And then we're going to do a team changer. You can name whatever you want, name by team changer. Then we got a table that'll tell you the team limits. Cops, 6, only one mayor. He'll be the main guy in my game. So you can change this number to whatever you want. Just remember when you get to the last team to do not put a comma on the last team number you want. And there's another function for change player team. Just when the player change teams, and then if a team is full, there's a warning message saying team is full. Okay, there's the on server event to get the remote event. Down here at the bottom, change player team, player, new team name. So make everything work for your game. And like I say, all the scripts, all the descriptions will be, all the models will be in the description below. For those who just want to grab and go, I have no problem with that. If you want to learn, I'm not really teaching. It's not really tutorials. It's just giving what I learned. I'm learning how to script, and I share with other people who might want to have something and can learn from it. We can always reverse engineer anything somebody else created to make it our own. So we'll test it out, show you guys how the tools will be in for certain teams and how you can change the player descriptions and all that. As you can see, we spawn in default character again. Here with button hover, and then we'll just spawn into a mayor. And see the mayor spawns in with different clothes. This is just for the video. I mean, a real mayor wouldn't have that. He has certain tools. And then we'll go into the lady cop. She spawns in with different face color, head color, hair, outfit, tools. And then we'll go into another team player. We'll go into, let's see, just a regular cop. And he spawns in with his normal hair, tools, and everything else. Now I'll go in and show you guys how to set up the GUI. Or the UI, I'm sorry. Show you guys how to go in and set up the UI for the game. And that'll be pretty much it for the video. So now, guys, we're going to show you how to set up the UIs. So now you're going to go into start a GUI, add a screen GUI, name that screen GUI, whatever you want. I named it Team Switch GUI. And then you're going to add a local script inside this Team Switch GUI. Call it whatever you want. I named it GUI Manager. This script will be in the description as well. We're just getting a player service, local players equal game, dot players, dot local player. And then we're going to have the script.parent is wait for child mainframe. So make sure you name that frame the same thing as you name your script. We're going to wait for the child in the scrolling frame. We're going to get the iPairs. Then also group ID, whatever button that you have that's tied to your group ID or minimum rank. And then just some primary errors, game replicated storage, .team changer. We're going to file server, the text, and then we're going to add the message via script, instance.new message, and then we're going to clean it up with a game.debris : add item. So I'm not a UI designer. You guys design this how you want. Got a scrolling frame, some text buttons, image labels. Text button here is for banker. Just if you want a certain member of your group to be a banker, you just add a folder, name it group settings, and then in your group settings folder have group ID, and then you set a minimum right here, group ID, have your group ID there, and then a minimum rank. Right now there's set to 0, but if you want you can set it to 1 or 5, whatever you want to. And each text button I have an image label just kind of correspond with each team that I have in the game. See, this just could say whatever, my text equals team name, whatever you want it to say, doesn't matter. But I just, thought it add some spice to the game. Now, my GUI might not be the best, but it works for this short tutorial. Then you have open teams button and a close team button down here as well. And there's a script in each one. It's basically saying local frame equals script.parent mainframe. Local open equals false. Then you're going to get the mouse button one click function. If frame.visible equals false, then frame.visible equals true. So you want to make sure you check off the frame, the mainframe here. It's not visible. And it's going to make it false. And then you want to have another script in your close button, just be the opposite of this one. Script.parent, mouse button one click, : connect. Script.parent equals parent.parent.visible equals false. Again, you can set up your UI however you want. Just make sure you got a close button, an open button, which is my button here. Have all of your teams with your team names. Sorry. And then make sure your text button has your team names down here in text. And then image label is optional. Button click, button hover is optional. But this is basically how you set up team script in Roblox to add some spice to your game. We'll go back. We'll test it out one more time. Show you guys how to get tools and how it spawns to different locations as well. All right, so we go in, pick a team, pick a cop. Cop has tools. He has bombs. He has a bat. And then now we go in. We pick another team. Let's pick the squad. Squad has different clothes, different description. He has a key card so he can get into the hideout where nobody else can get in. That's how the script works, guys. Those are short description. I don't really go into explaining it. I'm still learning how to script, so I don't want to explain the wrong thing. But I did add all the scripts to the description. Any models needed, you can download as well, so you can add it straight to your game. Hopefully, add some fun to your game and your player. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more videos so you guys can learn how to add some flavor to your Roblox games. Enjoy your day. See you on the next one.